Okay, guys, so this is reading number 8 of Regarding the Fountain. Let's see where we left off. We just got done with a letter from Mr. Sam N., and he said that he was going to enclose the history of Dry Creek by the 5th grade class. So this is what they have so far. Years ago, when the spring still flowed, residents of Dry Creek, then called Spring Creek, filled their jugs and pitchers with fresh water from the spring. Kids swam and played in the creek. With the unlimited supply of clean water, farmers were able to grow just about anything they wanted. All that changed 30 years ago. Now we have to buy all our water from Delbert D. Eel at the Dry Creek Water Company. Farmers can't afford to grow anything because the cost of irrigation is so high. Most people and businesses have moved away. Florence, that's as far as we've gotten. We've had to do all the research ourselves because the town historian, Liz Ard, Lizard, she's Sally Mander's sister, lost most of the documents dating back to the days when Dry Creek was still Spring Creek. We're interviewing people who have lived here a long time and still remember the good old days. We hope to finish in time for Dry Creek Days. And we really hope you'll come visit during Dry Creek Days so you can hear our town history report and see our first concert performance. Please say yes. Shelley, Minnie, Gil, Lily, Tad, and Patty. And here is a telegram, the old-timey telegram company. So this is how they sent information a long time ago. And they used to have to pay for each letter, and they didn't have periods, so they had to say stop every time they wanted to put a period. So this is sent from F. Waters, so we know that's Florence. She is in Lukasa, Zambia in Africa. She sent this at 4:21 p.m., sent to the 5th grade class of Dry Creek Middle School, Dry Creek, Missouri, USA. Yes, stop. Invitation to Dry Creek Days accepted. Stop. In Africa collecting tropical plants for fountain. Stop. Am sending pair of lion-headed marmoset monkeys for class. Stop. Hope this isn't problem. Stop. How curious that school built and creek dried up in the same year. Stop. Flow. P.S. Found tropical water lily, blue giganta, with stalks so large can be used as snorkel. Stop. Do you all have wetsuits? Stop. January 18th. All right, so here we have a letter on January 26th to Florence Waters, Flowing Waters, Fountains, etc. Hi, Florence. Hooray! We're so happy you're coming in May. We're writing a song for the band to play at Dry Creek Days. Here are the lyrics. Our town is dull. In fact, it's a bore, so we won't be offended if you start to snore. But our assignment this year is a historical story about our hometown and its lack of glory. So make yourself comfortable, kick off your shoes, and get ready to hear a history in blues. That's all we've got so far. Writing songs is harder than we thought. But now that we know you're coming, we're determined to make it especially good. Well, we gotta go to band practice. See ya, Tad and Shelley. P.S. We love the monkeys. Thanks a million. And here is a letter. You can see there's the envelope with the stamp. February 4th. She's in Athens, Greece. Dear Tad and Shelley, what a marvelous idea. I absolutely adore original music. I was once engaged to a Russian composer, but goodness, that's another story. Anyway, I simply can't wait until May to hear your work, so I'm sending a parcel of recording equipment, tape recorders, microphones, etc. Would you mind recording your song for me and sending it to my home address? I'll return there after I gather a few more thingamadoodles for the fountain. Love to all, or agape, as they say here. It's pronounced like this. A-ga-pe. It means giving love without expecting anything back. Lovely idea, isn't it? Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to share the tape recorders with your classmates. Florence. Here's 5th grade announcements. You can see it's February. Mr. N has got hearts all over his desk. February 6th. Assignments. Science lab report due Next Monday, spelling test Friday. Remember, on Friday, we need to wrap up our interviews for the history of Dry Creek. Be ready to hit the streets with notebooks and questions to ask longtime residents about their memories of our town. Don't forget to ask for interesting anecdotes about the early days of Dry Creek, back when it was called Spring Creek. If you turn up any new information, please post it on our timeline. Thanks, Tad and Shelley, for donating the box of tape recorders to the supply closet. These will be great for recording interviews. If you want to check out a tape recorder, write your name on the sign-out sheet. Mr. N. Word of the day is anecdote. Definition 1. A short retelling of an interesting or funny incident. Or 2. The secret or hitherto unpublished particulars of history or biography. So here's the sign-out sheet. We've got Minnie O took a tape recorder Friday at 9 a.m. And here we have an interview transcript. And the interview subject was Pearl Oster, and the reporter is Minnie O. The interview location was Pearl's Curl and Twirl, and the interview date is February 7th. All right. So, see here we have Minnie, that's her talking, and Pearl. So they go back and forth. Minnie. Pearl, you've lived in Dry Creek all your life. What do you remember about the old days? Pearl. You mean way back when it was still Spring Creek? Now, honey, don't get me started, 'cause I'll cry like a baby. Minnie. Why? Pearl. Why? Well, don't you know, back in the old days, I was the best beautician in the entire state. I won awards for my ducktails and chignons. People came to the Curl and Twirl by the busload for my special spring water shampoo and scalp treatments. Now look at this shop, empty. And look at my appointment book, blank. Minnie, what happened? Pearl, everybody started going to the salons in Springfield. Minnie, how come? Pearl, better water and stronger water pressure. That's the secret, you know. I just can't compete using this clumsy old bottled water. Nobody can. That's why so many businesses up and moved to Springfield. But sugar, back before the spring dried up, you couldn't touch me with a 20-foot curling iron. Minnie, do you remember when the spring dried up? Pearl, remember it? Honey, I still have nightmares about it. It was the day the new middle school opened. I know because I was putting color on Cora Reef's hair. See her name? Cora Reef. It's like coral reef. You probably don't remember Cora, but she was a science teacher. She wanted to look real nice for the unveiling ceremonies at the new school. Minnie, what happened? Pearl, you don't want to know. Minnie, please. Pearl, well, Cora got color all right. Hot pink. Makes me dizzy just thinking about it. I was using my special red herring formula. My own secret recipe, of course. I used it all the time on Cora to bring out her natural red highlights. I always left it on for 12 minutes exactly. No more, no less. Timing is critical in this business. So as soon as the timer buzzed at 12 minutes, I put Cora under the water faucet and turned it on. Nothing. No water. The spring had gone and dried up on me. By the time I bought some bottled water from DEL, it was too late. The red herring formula had been on Cora's head for over an hour. Poor thing looked like a wild flamingo that had been struck by lightning. Hurt my teeth just to look at her. And honey, was she mad. First dissatisfied customer I ever had. Sound of sniffles. Minnie, don't cry, Pearl. Pearl, I'm sorry. I just can't help myself sometimes. You better run along. Minnie, well, thanks for helping with our history project. Pearl, oh, don't mention it. Here, let me French braid your hair before you go. At least I don't need water for that. So next time, we'll get to look at this kind of picture history of Dry Creek. So we'll do that next time. Okay, bye.